Hi, in this example, we'll be finding a z-score for a given area. For a standard normal distribution, find the probability of C greater than C that is equal to 0.7977. Find C. So the probability that all z-scores are greater than some other z-score, C, means that we have to find this z-score. We have to find a z-score in which all z-scores are greater than it. That area under the curve is 0.7977. And recall that greater than means area to the right. Okay, so down here, looking at the two types of areas to the right, C could either be two different ways. The first way is C is to the right of the mean and shaded to the right. Or the second way is C is to the left of the mean, shaded to the right. Now how we decide and how this gives it away is the area. The area associated with C, shaded to the right, is 0.7977, meaning more than half the curve, more than 50%. So I went ahead and labeled 50% on one eye. Notice that 50% here, this area in the tail is much less than 50%. There is no way this area is 79% of that graph, right? So C must be on the left of the mean, because that's the only way that 50% of area is going to be included in the shading. And then we notice that we get a little bit of extra, which will give it the 0.7977. So drawing it over here on the right, notice I put the area 0.7977 and I put the mean at a z-score of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. So here's C, which looks similar to 2i. Okay, and this area in C to the right is 0.7977. And don't forget, here's the mean, right, where z equals 0. So because C is on the left of the mean, we know that the z-score will be negative. It is negative. So that's one thing we'll note. So what we do next is we go to our z-score table. We go to our z-score table and we look for an area in which the area between the z-score of 0 and C is 0.2977. And the way I got 0.2977 is I took 0.7977 and subtracted 50%. So I got 2977. And the reason why I want to do that is because I know that this half on the right side is 50%. The table only gives me area from the mean to the z-score. So from z equals 0 to C. So let's go ahead and look up in the sea of areas given. Let's go try to find the area that is closest to 0.2977. So now we will look up a table value of 0.2977. And the second step would be to find the corresponding z-score to that table value. Great. So here's the z-score table in your book. Let's go ahead and look for the closest to 0.2977. So it looks like it's up here somewhere. Right here, so 0.29673, and then it jumps to 0.299. So it looks like this one here would be the closest. And that gives us a corresponding z-score of 0.83. Well, the corresponding z-score to the table value of 0.2977 is 0.83. We know one thing, right? We know that the z-score was negative. So that means that now c is equal to 0.83, but it's on the left side of the mean, so it'll be negative. As you can see, there's no perfect way of finding these. You either use the table or you can use the calculator shown in the videos in the content area of MyOpen Math. Either way, there is no best way, it's just which way you're more comfortable with, but the work is about the same amount of time.